Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WW but you already know that, and until we can get home our relay deployer for Ike and Duna that still is orbiting Ike, because I totally forgot about that, we will do a little bit of building for the relay deployer for Dres, since Dres is the next target for our stuff. Now, sorry. We are going to go ahead and take a hex. For once, we're going to go with a silver color, I guess. Now, on top of this, we're going to build our deployer for the relay around Dres, which is going to be just the standard 4 satellites that we've done everywhere since frickin' Dres doesn't have a moon. We're not gonna need more. So let's start with something like this, I guess. I don't know. Probably not gonna need that much, but we do want to use the biggest possible antenna, which is this one. So yeah, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah, so we kind of don't need this entire part here. Good. On this we will need, first of all, some little side knobs here. We're gonna make this symmetric, because obviously that's the easiest way to do things. And then we're going to take the smallest decoupler and fit it onto here. Now, just to be sure, the side that... Yes, good. Since we do want to keep this on here so we can recover them. Then we need... I'm gonna go with hexes, because why not? We'll also need some that's a large reaction wheel. Where's my small? There. Small reaction wheels and a bunch of batteries. Like here, here, here. And then, of course, even on Dres, this is still a viable thing to do. We're going to have 2 sets of these. Yeah. And that on top. And then we're gonna make sure that this doesn't wobble. Because nothing is worse than wobbly. Rockets. And then basically all we want to do is alt click on that, put another set here, and do the same strutting. And then this entire thing is useless. And we have a nice set of 4 satellites to deploy around Dres. So obviously, this makes this is going to be all in all the Dres relay deployer. Save that. And these are going to be the relay satellites. So we're going to configure vessel naming as relays Dres relay 1. Configure vessel naming relay Dres relay 2. Of course, you fucking renamed that entire thing. Vessel naming relay Dres relay 3. And you vessel naming Dres relay 4. 4. And you vessel naming Dres relay deployer as a ship. Safe. Yeah. Now we want some how big is this? Might be more fitting. Seeing as I'll add like a frickin' fairing under that needs to be like the biggest one we have. Like 5 meters? 5 meters seems fine. Obviously, ejection force up, sides 2, and that should be fine. Now we wanna take this thing and, or actually take this thing, and make it sink in here. Makes this a little bit less stupid from a perspective of, yeah. Also, obviously, strut that, and just in general, so we can be sure that everything is fine. We also start from here to here. That should be a pretty okay way of doing stuff. We're also going to add some batteries to this, obviously, since we will need some energy on this. Like, that should be fine. And then this obviously needs parachutes, because this is gonna come back. Also, I'm willing to put an engineer on here. So let me. Yep. Exactly there. Parachutes. Of course, we will go ahead and have some drogues on this. And then we're going to have some normal chutes on this. Should be no. Yes. Should be fine, since when this comes back it should be pretty empty. Maybe. Yeah. When this comes back it should be pretty empty, so this should be fine. Safe for now. Now, obviously under this we need the appropriate tanks, which we currently do not possess, as it seems. What the actual? This, seriously, why do I not have giant parts? Why do I have this giant fairing, but no tanks to go under it? Like, not even like structural parts to go under that. Do I? Ah, there. That's a structural tube. That's all though. I can make that long. I mean, yes, I can just do this. Basically. Also, I currently have no idea how much Delta V I even need to go to Dres. So that's pretty yeah. Doesn't clip out, so how about we do this? Excuse me. another structural tube. That's an engine plate. That's the next thing. Tube. In that length. Ah! Medium short. Eh. Yeah, no. Medium. This does work. I'm going to assume this works. Yep. That definitely has delta V, so we can use that. I mean, I guess it works. I wish I could paint it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I can make this work for the most part. Wolfhound liquid fuel engine. Oh. What about that? What is that? Oh, all of these. Oh, yeah, those are separate. Those are separate. That's separate. So this has 699 meters a second. That's like nothing. So this thing is not very efficient, is what I'm getting from that. Or you're just wrong. Why does this say 699 meters a second, but my delta V in my Kerbal engine here says 4,800 meters a second? I'm a little bit confused. Let's see. Let's make that 3. Can I bear? There we go. And now this doesn't have any delta V because this doesn't actually connect. Let's see. How about this? I take this off. I take this off. I put this on here. And then I put this on here. Way better. And it has a thrust to weight of over 1. I mean, obviously not in atmosphere because these are vacuum engines, but that's good. That's exactly what I want. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead, save, and have a look at the delta V chart. KSP delta V map. From Kerbal low orbit, let's say, to Dres low orbit, that's 3,140 meters a second. So we basically can barely get there. on this. We're not gonna come back. So far. Which means, quite obviously, we need like about alt-click another one of these. Like just to see how much would that be. 5,000. Yeah, that's actually not that much. I am surprised that I cannot get this to any reasonable amounts. There. How much fuel is this? That's still not enough. Technically. That's 5,800. That's not 3,000 in each direction. So basically what I'm saying is these are not anywhere near good enough. So yeah, this entire idea here, we can get rid of that. I totally just trashed the engine plate as well, which I didn't want to do. The next thing, something that's more efficient than the Wolfhound, which has 380 ISP. That's a 350. The Skipper has a 320. Cheetah 355. Do we have any really fucking good vacuum engines? 340, 320, 290. I mean, yeah, 800 atomic engines. Mainsail, yeah, definitely not. Vector 315. Super Draco is also like not really something I want to use at all, just in general. We do not have the actual big engine. What's that? 315 bullshit. 295 and yeah. Okay, so those are definitely more in atmosphere engines. I might not have something that's better than, like, I mean, apart from the atomic motor. Rhino 340, also less. Yeah, unfortunately 350 is the only conventional, like the best conventional one is the Wolfhound with a 380 ISP in vacuum. Like, that's really fucking good, actually. Not as good as this, though. I mean, I have no idea why the game wants to do this, but I'll let it for a second. That's only 2,400 meters a second. Wait, with the same 3 cluster on here. And oxidizer completely drained, because we get to already 5,000 on this. But oh my god, the ridiculous amount of let's see. Let's make this a 5 cluster. 4,800 at a 0.5. Yeah, that's actually reasonable-ish. I mean, still not gonna be very good if we do this, but it's a lot more reasonable still than... Yeah, there, 7.3, that's like 3,150. Wait, no, 650 in either direction. Long. Nice route. Now, 6,500. Just because of the shroud? Why is that stuff heavy as fuck? I mean, these are empty except for the liquid fuel, which is fine. Why are these shrouds so fucking heavy? That's stupid. Like, I mean... if we just don't do any shrouds. Game. If we don't do any shrouds, we have 7,800. I just really quickly want to know what happens if I use the fairing inverted. Game, stop it. Build fairing. And just build a fairing down straight. Why? Why do you not want to do that? Why does it work here, but not here? That makes no sense. How about this? $7,700 for basically the same thing. Just that this is a fairing and those are ring segments around it. That's a little bit stupid. Like, don't stage that and we're done, right? I'm a little bit... $6,900, where, what? When did that change? Anyway, but... yeah. Let's see. Obviously that would need strutting, right? Because this kind of stuff tends to be wobbly. Excuse me? I don't quite see where the problem is, game. Weird how that works if you turn symmetry off. Snapping off. But yeah. So that shouldn't wobble. We're just gonna do a little bit of strutting in here as well. And obviously from here to the engine plate. And all of that should not go anywhere. So 6,700 meters a second. That's 3,350 roughly in either direction. Not necessarily the most efficient way of doing that. Also, we only have a quarter of our own weight as thrust, which makes this a little bit of a tiny bit of a fucking sluggish piece of garbage. Also, this definitely needs like a little bit more steering, I feel. And also, we should have photovoltaic panels on there somewhere. Just gonna go ahead and put these here. Doesn't do much to the thing. So custom one will deploy these toggle solar panels. Also, the entire thing needs to be able to communicate home, so I'd say Communitron on top here. That also deploys with that, since I will have to communicate home once I have deployed the satellites still. Also, I feel like this thing is way too heavy to land it normally. With what we already have attached, so... Excuse me while I add some more. Why? Anyway. Get up here. Okay, so then decoupler, another service bay, coupling. There we go. Stack separator 37. That should be it, right? No. We do not have that size. Decoupler TD25 is definitely not big enough for that. Hui. Okay. Don't worry, we get this. We will definitely get this. I like that I have a bigger docking port. That's useful. Yeah. This is literally the biggest oops. Biggest decoupler I have, and it's too small. For the thing. Okay. Then how about you go all the way down to short, because then I'm not gonna use you. Then I use instead a decoupler the size of this. That was the wrong one. That's the correct one, yeah. This feels weird. What about if I do these? Like, I mean, at least these shouldn't have a problem actually getting rid of the fairing. Right? Then we do some... exactly on the other side. This is not exactly what I... wait. Can I, like... That seems good. Not quite. God. Dude. Kinda? I guess? Holy shit. What am I doing? I guess, I mean, I'm gonna... attach some octos here for control of these while they descend. Just no. Vessel naming booster 1. Ooh. 2. Booster 3. And configure vessel naming. Booster 4. Save. Now all I need under that is basically enough power to get this into orbit, right? That's the wrong thing. Those are correct. Yes. Pretty sure I can just mammoth these. How do I still not have the biggest tanks? Like the second biggest tanks in the fucking game. I mean, I guess I can build something with these. That currently can't even take off. So what about that? 1.6 in atmosphere, that's good. That's 2,600, so add a little bit of boosters on the side and we should be golden. Just to be sure that this doesn't wobble, I'm going to strut this to hell and back. This is one of the most Kerbal rockets I've ever built, I think. Really its own league of Kerbality. Anyway, obviously these will get some air brakes, because otherwise we will not be able to slow them down on re-entry. Last thing I landed with these, lost a few of them. Oh, come on. Fuck you. I was holding Alt. Let's actually make this kind of symmetric. Okay, so if I have some here, then one here, one here, one here. Let's put the thing in here and put this here. Yeah. Then obviously some power and some panel, because we want to be sure that this works. Then no, those are too big. One of these up here. A bunch of these here. And here. Maybe here. And obviously a bunch more in between, because we kind of need them. So I'm thinking 2559. So do we do decouplers? I think it would be the best idea, right? So radial decoupler here with I don't know, like these maybe. Would be nice if you'd just keep my engines all together. Thank you, game. We can kind of put this a little bit lower. Put like a bunch of these. How do I not? How are these orange tanks? Like literally. Oh. The fuck? Game? Can you, like, not? 3,600. That's not quite orbit. How about... I'm not gonna be able to land these if I do that. Even if I... Maybe if I asparagus them like that. So we go with these first. That should be correct, right? And these second. This is a completely different part. These second, then these. That's at the same time, please. This one is basically irrelevant. I mean, basically you can put that in here, but it doesn't really matter. Because this doesn't actually have a shroud. Like... Yeah, exactly. Shroud disabled. Done. Yeah. It's all really neat there. Okay, now we have 4,300 until we're up. That should be okay. Leaving... Nope. Battery. Battery. Where was the thing? There. Octo. And then a Mark 16. Nobody wanted it? Yeah, something like that. 4,300. That should get this to orbit. And then from orbit we can use the 6,590 in the tanks of the other engines to get that over to Dres. Or at least that is what this should work like. Not 100% sure this actually works. But we will see in the next episode. Because then we will launch this thing. Game. Can I? Please. Actually, I'm pretty sure I don't need any more strutting deer. The strut up there should hold this together quite fine. Can you like not? Do these as the first thing? Like, my God. That's those. That's those. That's those. Good. Yeah. Okay. Now we're at the point where the fucking game lags so hard that it doesn't want to recognize when I hold Alt before clicking something. That is very much not nice. I'll have to restart the game anyway before we actually get to do stuff, so... That's one of the issues of performance that I really fucking hope Kerbal Space Program 2 will not have. There, I was holding Alt, you fucking asshole. Like, what is this? My God, the lag. This is not even funny. Oh my God. There, I was holding Alt. Okay. Done. Absolutely done. Save. And we're going to do this in the next episode. Until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WW Dadman.